John Langan's The Fisherman may be the decade's most unsettling horror novel. Its quiet grief blooms into cosmic terror that lingers long after closing. Story and structure. Two widowers find hope, then hell, beside a misty upstate reservoir. Abe is a construction worker mourning his wife, drowning sorrow in weekend fishing trips. He meets Dan, an older colleague nursing a similar heartbreak. Their friendship feels authentic, built through simple rituals and shared silence. Langan frames everything through Abe's memoir-style narration. That choice gives the story an intimate, almost confessional texture. Halfway through, Dan reveals Dutchman's Creek, a rumored secret spot beyond the Catskills. A nested tale surfaces, recounting 19th century horrors tied to the same waters. This story within the story spans nearly a third of the novel. It feels daring, even indulgent, yet it deepens dread and mythology. By the climax, both timelines weld together like hooks under taut line. The result is a structure that rewards patience with devastating payoff. Few recent novels braid personal grief and mythic horror so cohesively. Some readers may struggle early, yet the measured build snares them before realization. Every domestic detail later echoes within the catastrophic final confrontation. Patience functions like fishing itself. Wait long enough, and something monstrous bites. Atmosphere and horror. The dread seeps slowly, like water soaking through old waders. Langan favors mood over jump scares, letting tension sprawl across smoky mornings. You taste diner coffee, hear real clicks, and smell algae thick as soup. That sensory detail grounds the supernatural in tangible environments. When the horror strikes, it feels horribly plausible. The novel's monster, known only as Dare Fisher, remains partly obscured. We glimpse char-black thunderheads and impossible waves under his dominion. Descriptions stay abstract enough to let imagination finish the nightmare. Cosmic elements emerge, hinting that reality is a fragile shoreline. But personal sorrow keeps the stakes human and immediate. We dread losing loved ones more than losing the universe. That emotional anchor makes every uncanny ripple cut deeper. By the final pages, atmosphere becomes oppression, pressing readers against invisible glass. Horror accumulates, layering like silt until movement becomes impossible. You never know which ripple hides a leviathan mouth. That uncertainty sustains terror even during mundane cabin breakfasts. Even the sunlight feels suspect, glinting off water like a blade waiting. Themes and symbolism. Grief is the reel that pulls every character toward darkness. The novel examines how mourning distorts perception, making terrible bargains feel rational. Abe believes fishing grants control. Instead, the water mirrors his helplessness. Dan's obsession with Dutchman's Creek speaks to survivor guilt twisted into pilgrimage. Der Fischer embodies grief's promise: reunite with the lost, but pay everything. The biblical overtones enrich this reading without preaching. Langan interlaces verses, arcane folklore, and Lovecraftian whispers into a coherent mythos. Water symbolizes both life and oblivion, reflecting grief's dual potential. Characters stand on riverbanks, literally deciding whether to wade into oblivion. The nested 19th century tale explores slavery, immigration, and generational trauma. These broader pains echo Abe's personal loss, suggesting sorrow is timeless. Symbolism never overshadows narrative, instead deepening every haunting image. You close the book, pondering your own rivers and the bargains beneath. Loss, it suggests, is an ocean older than language. We sail it with stories, hoping shape will grant safety. The fisherman argues shape can also invite storms from depths unseen. Faith, folklore, and obsession intersect, forming a net no fisherman can escape. Narration and prose. Langan writes with patience, confidence, and razor precision. Sentences flow like dark water, unhurried yet unstoppable. He balances blue-collar colloquialism with ornate, almost biblical cadences. Dialogue sounds authentic, carrying grief without melodrama. Abe's voice remains consistent, even during the elaborate historical interlude. That consistency prevents the frame narrative from feeling gimmicky. Prose often lingers on natural detail, cloud textures, bird calls, rippling light. These moments grant respite, then sharpen the coming terror. Langan never rushes, trusting atmosphere will keep readers hooked. Some may find the pacing slow, yet the rhythm feels purposeful. Lines like "grief is a hook without barb" echo for days. Few horror writers craft sentences this elegant without sacrificing raw fear. Reading becomes hypnotic, as though Dare Fisher reels you in word by word. Audiobook fans should note narrator Danny Campbell amplifies mood with restrained gravity. His cadence matches the prose, slow yet brimming with submerged menace. Either format delivers an absorbing experience best savored during grey, rainy evenings. When you finish, silence hums louder, as though tides still whisper nearby. Read our full breakdown on the site for deeper analysis and spoiler discussion.